Coach. Thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Second and 8 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Taylor will throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on second and 8. Taylor, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now Taylor to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On is the Chargers punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam off, fight.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And down he'll go at the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it.
And the pressure gets to him again. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Taylor. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Situation. Let's go.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Good job.
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Taylor back into his end zone. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, Taylor. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Hey, echo.
2nd and 4. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Eason out to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Taylor caught by Allen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready, set, let's go,
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Taylor. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got a first down past the 30. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
4 yards, the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Out of the gun, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 22, Hill. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hill on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
X3, 218, chop it. Get wide. Now.
On 1st down, Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a 1st down.
Silver. Check 52 is the mark. Check 52.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Orbit. 52, right 52. Ready?
3rd and long. It's Hill. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Kansas City, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.